Hello, my Aries people. I am Patricia. I'm originally from Brazil. If you never met me, nice meeting you. Welcome to my channel, Despertar da Lillith, which stands for the awakening of Lilith in Portuguese. By the way, if you do know somebody who speaks Portuguese and might benefit from this message, save this reading in my playlist. But I also will record this reading in Portuguese right after I'm done with this reading. Okay. Um, I hope you enjoyed the reading. This will be for people with the sun, moon, and rising in the sign of Aries, and it will be for the month of November. Let's get a little message of an action that you have to practice this month. Opa, one is already. Oh, you need to be more energized. So it says here find what lights you up. Technology, especially social media, drains. Schedule and limit your time there. Start the day active. Excuse me, my throat is getting really affected by the wildfires in Northern California, so I might be coughing sometimes or stopping to drink some water, okay? But let's continue. So, technology, especially social media, drains. Schedule and limit your time there. Start the day active, whether it's yoga, walking, a class, anything. Movement increases energy and mental capacity for the day. Try new things. When something makes you feel positive, inspired, and powerful, do more of it, okay? So you need to find reasons to feel energized, alive, active this month of November. Now, let me explain to you how I'm going to do this reading, okay, guys? So, with this deck over here, I'm going to take three cards to talk about your emotional life. That could or could not include romance, it could include family, work, friendship, whatever touches your heart, okay? The one in the middle will be about your family life, and the right one would be about the finances world, okay? For you financially. At the end, we already have taken out two cards for the oracles. One is the message of the archangels, and the other one is the spirit of the animals, okay? But these will be for the end. So before I proceed, let me drink a sip of water. Okay, let's do this. So, what are the messages regarding the emotional life for people with moon, sun, and rising in Aries for the month of November? Sun, moon, and rising Aries, emotional life. What's going to happen this month of November? One more time. If you want to schedule a reading with me, the description of the video has my website address where you can contact me, okay? Ooh, changes. Good changes. Okay. Six of Swords upright and Three of Swords. Okay. All right. Let's see. We start with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. When the card comes like this, okay, so this wheel represents changes, the end of a cycle, so a new one can begin, okay? And we are talking about your emotional life. So, this is a card that usually, in this upright position, signifies a positive change, even if at the beginning it might feel weird, painful. In the end, it will be for the betterment of your love life, your relationships, your whatever affects you emotionally will change. This is the card of destiny too, okay? So whatever is going to happen, it was supposed to happen, okay? It talks about a turning point, a life cycle that ends so that a new one can begin. And also it talks about a big picture vision, like a type of awakening that something will happen to wake you up, okay? And it will wake your emotions up as well. So just be open minded, open your heart, and understand that when this card comes, it's because it was meant to be, okay? Even if you don't understand in the beginning, whatever change is coming your way, it is because it was supposed to be. So it could be work, let's say you leaving a job so that a better one can come in your way, or a relationship has to end so that a better person for you can come your way, you know what I mean? So don't struggle, don't fight it, because it is a card of destiny. And because it's Jupiter that is the ruler of this card, the change will be for the better. Okay, expansion, awakening, improvement. So let it go. This is the month of November, the month of Scorpio. So Scorpio has to do with death and rebirth. So a lot of relationships and things come to an end because a new aspect of your life needs to have space. A new person might need to come into your life. A new job might have to come your way. You know what I mean? And sometimes we're so busy, stuck with the same behavior, with the same people, the same everything, that we don't allow space for the new and better to come. So open up, okay? Over here, we got also the Six of Swords. This is a card of letting go, okay? Of moving on to a better future. So you see the step by step, it's explaining to you that change is coming because you will be going towards those changes, those new destinies, those new stories, those things that will touch your heart. So you might be acting a little more logical this month in regards to emotional connections. So you could even be thinking about leaving a relationship, okay, a love relationship, whatever it is, you're not connecting emotionally anymore with somebody or something. So it could be a job as well. Whatever it is, you are decided and you will be moving forward the future, okay, towards the future. And yes, there could cause some heartache to somebody because we have the Three of Swords. And, it could be also somebody leaving you, okay? But like I said, no matter who leaves who, or no matter if somebody's going to be brokenhearted, the change is for the better. It is meant to be, okay? This is a card that also talks about obstacles in partnerships. So, like I said, for some of you, it could be a partnership that is talking about weddings, okay? Marriage is being dissoluted, right? Ending. Because Saturn is also the father of karma, the destiny. He brings lessons. And it's in Libra. Libra is related to marriages, to partnerships. And we're talking about the swords. The swords are very painful words sometimes, and it could be a betrayal as well. It could be mental decisions, mental blockages, mental conflicts. Whatever it is, somebody's going to get hurt. And you know what? It is sometimes necessary, right? Because every change has a sacrifice that has to be made, and every change causes other changes, right? So, unfortunately, somebody will get hurt, and your heart will have to be healed. When I say yours, your heart, I mean you or somebody else who might be feeling, sad about the breakage of a cycle or a relationship, and the moving on to another thing or better, better horizons, because it has to happen. Unfortunately, there's two cards here that talks about destiny, karma. So whatever it is, it will come to an end because better things are coming your way. Okay, so be strong, find ways to be energized and active. Don't stay at home, especially if you're the one struggling with a painful decision that somebody made of maybe leaving. Whatever it is, find your strength, keep busy. Okay, let's talk about your family life. This is a month of reflection, guys, because Mercury will be retrograde until from October 31st to November 20th. And Mercury retrograde can cause mental confusion, can cause problems in communication, can cause other problems too, like with technology and transportation. But most of all, it's going to be in the sign of Scorpio. So it asks you to dig deep, go deep within your thoughts and your feelings too, and find out what it is that scares you the most, what it is that is making you feel guilty. Because Scorpio also relates to our psychology, our psyche, and also our deepest thoughts, our deepest feelings, our fears, our feelings of guilt, guiltiness, like being guilty or feeling guilty about something. It's our shadow, right? Talks about the stuff that usually we keep hidden, our secrets. Why do we do things? Because a lot of times we're motivated by fear, and it messes up with our life. So whatever it is, you know take this time until November 20th to dig deep on why things happened in your life until now, and what can be changed. If you acted in a way that caused a lot of pain to somebody, think about it, reflect about it, and then try to start acting different in a more positive, productive way once Mercury goes direct. Okay, and change yourself for better. You cannot fix the past, but you can change the way you can act from now on. It's your choice. Okay. Okay, family life. What's in store for family life for the Aries people in moon, sun, rising in Aries, November 2019? I already pre-shuffled, but I know some people like to see the cards being shuffled, so okay, the Justice card is coming in the reversed position. The Page of Swords is coming in the upright position, and the Eight of Swords as well in the upright position. So a lot of sword or air element cards, okay? Because even the Justice card is related to a Libra, which is also another air sign. So let's talk about that, okay? Let me put this card just facing up just so you guys can see the image, okay? It is the major arcana. It is the number 11. Um, the archangel represented here is Raguel, and it talks about the need to be fair, to make fair decisions, and to do what is right. Yes, you can stand up for your beliefs, but you got to make sure that you're not hurting other people, in the process, right? It's extremely important to act in a very, very fair, just way within your family life, okay? You might have some problems with a Libra person as well because the card came in a reverse position. And like I said, it is the card of Libra. Um, Also, because of you or somebody acting unfair in a relationship, a marriage relationship, okay? That marriage can actually go into divorce. And the reason why I'm saying is, of course, it is represented by Libra, but also Libra is the sign related to marriage, to partnerships. So, and we're talking about family, right? So if you put the two together, we are talking about somebody who is together in a marriage relationship. So some of you might be dealing with the justice because of a divorce. And over here, we see changes, right? And we see in the emotional life somebody suffering, somebody, and guess what? It could also be because of a betrayal. Someone cheated on somebody, okay? Or if not, they have felt or will feel that way because somebody decided to move on. They don't want to deal with that, with the pain anymore. They don't want to deal with whatever it is that they have been dealing with. So, some of you might also have to do with feelings of shame and feeling indecisive about something. You got to be careful also for not being dishonest or dealing with dishonest people. Because, this person, if we're talking about a person, this person is very smart. and they could be cunning as well. Sorry, they have a way of with words, and which is the Page of Swords. Logical, honest, impulsive, curious. The pages are a very immature or inexperienced energy. So we could be dealing with somebody who is younger or acts younger than you, or you could be behaving. But the pages also, all right, and they could bring contracts as well, written messages, delays or changes to plan, truth delivered without tact, meaning somebody could literally be like, you could be served by, like somebody suing you, or like I said, there's a strong energy here of divorce, paper being exchanged. And because of that divorce thing, people can say mean things to each other. They can even email each other with mean words. Okay. And we have to be careful because Mercury will be retrograde, causing a lot of problems with communication. And because it's in the sign of Scorpio, people will tend to be vindictive. They will want to take revenge on you, and vice versa. So you gotta be really careful here, okay? Really careful, because what you say could be used against you also in the court of law, like literally. Or somebody might discover that you were dishonest with them, or you discovered that they were dishonest with you, let's say cheating, right? You might read some exchange emails, exchanged messages via the internet, because we're talking about that you were cheating on them because you were, and that could cause a huge problem for you, okay? Huge. Could even lead to divorce. And, or you could, we're talking about family here. That's why I'm talking about love relationships, okay? Not about work. But if you work with somebody in a family, that's even worse, because you might find out that they were gossiping about you, saying mean things about you, and they might sue you, because, and justice will be not on your side, okay? Because justice card came in the reversed position, saying that justice is not going to be served right here. So be careful with that. And over here, we have a card of self sabotage, the Eight of Swords. It's an illusion. Something in your mind, the way you think, is keeping you hostage. And that is also causing a lack of self confidence. Or maybe you act out of lack of self confidence. I'm going to give you an interesting example, okay? Because I see a lot of people, especially men, cheating to hit on usually what causes the problems in relationships, right? He might love the partner, but he still feels the need to cheat on them because he's trying to prove something to himself, like he's the man, and some crap like that. And over here, you could be one of those people that acts out of fear, out of self, sabotage, like destroying your chances of having a stable marriage, a peaceful family life, because you cannot hold yourself together. Your mind is playing tricks on you, and it will play even more in this month of November because of Mercury retrograde. Mercury rules our thought process, the way we think and see things. So you might literally cause problems because you're not thinking straight. You are going to be a hostage, a prisoner of, and seeing things and even talking about it. You might be afraid of acting as well. So you have to literally reflect on this, because whatever it is, it could cause a lot of heartbreaks, deep wound that cannot be healed very easily. And that could cause a dramatic change. And this change will happen for the better. Okay? There's that you could have problem in the court of law. The sharing of resources, for example. People, when they're angry at you, they want to get back at you, especially if it happens in the month of November, because we have all the scorpionic energy, which is very intense, very vindictive. So people will make sure that they Like they will do anything. You too could be acting this way towards whomever. So let's just be mindful here. Let's try to find the peace of mind, and behave in the proper, honest way, fair way. Okay? Let's see how is your. Sorry, it's making a mess. One more time. What is in store, financially speaking, for people with sun? Okay. Okay, you guys got the Nine of Pentacles in the reversed position. We got the Knight. So this is the 9, and this is the Knight of Swords in the reversed position. And we also got the Three of Pentacles in the reversed position. So all cards came in the reversed position, okay? Let me just show you so you can see it, right? The Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, financial independence, being fulfilled and independent, not needing help from somebody financially, not needing, somebody else to fulfill your dreams, because you're feeling perfect the way you are. And if somebody comes in and helps you more, that's just like a bonus. So but with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position, it could mean that you could have some setbacks, feeling isolated, feeling like you're being taken advantage of financially. Or you could also be too focused on making money that you forget everything else. And so it's not a positive card to have. And you could have problems financially, okay? You could be depending on people financially this month. Over here, we have the Knight of Swords in the reversed position. The Knight of Swords is a person who is willing to fight. As you can see, he has a sword in his hand and he's charging forward, right? But the Knight of Swords, he can be egotistical, tactless, like speaking words that really cut through people, like cut people deeply. And he's very impulsive, very critical in his words, aggressive, competitive. So you could be acting like you have the need to say something to people at work, for example, and your words can literally be lacking tact, or you could just say it because you are already naturally impulsive, and then with the need to say something um, that cuts people, you could actually have trouble financially or being fired because of it. Because I see here a problem in working with others. You might be acting a little too financially, or put on leave because you cannot get along with your co-workers at the moment. So this is serious. You might be saying things about other people at work that are gonna hurt you. They're gonna hurt you because all the cards are in the reversed position, giving you a negative outcome. So you really need to be careful with the way you speak and how you speak and what you're speaking about when it comes to money and finances, especially if you have no depending on somebody to help, because you literally are going to push money away from you this month. And this is a month of endings, so that new beginnings can come your way, right? And we are seeing here that you have a lot of sword energy, and you could be really, really harsh with your words this month. You could be very impatient, tired of something, and then just not think twice and just say whatever you think or write whatever you're thinking. And whatever you're thinking is not positive, so therefore somebody will find out about it. And okay, just be careful, because justice came in the reverse position. And if you say something to somebody at work, you could even be sued. Okay, they could take you to court for it, because you're not going to be dealing very good with people at work or when it comes to money and finances. Yeah, it's really important for you to try and keep your peace at work, and be careful with people also who uses the internet or technology to spread malicious words about you, or you doing the same to them, because whatever is coming your way is going to be just as sharp and painful. So it's like the universe is telling you, you will get what you give. So if you're giving betrayal, unfairness, harsh words, you will get, to because we're talking about karma here too. So you're going to get to feel the same taste of the poison of the blade. So be careful, okay? And of course, be careful not to be the victim of somebody who is malicious, who is a liar, you know? Just be careful. People could be actually doing some investigative work on you as well. There could be investigation of emails and messages exchanged at work. And because somebody probably could go to HR and say that you're, committing slander towards them, and or defamation. And then they go to HR, and the HR opens an investigation about it, and then they find out that you were actually at fault, and you could lose your job. And not only that, you could also face, a lawsuit, because there is one aspect of it that is in control of the company, but there is the personal aspect that the person who was, affected could sue you on a personal level. So then you would have to deal with losing your job, losing your money, right? And also having to pay and go to court. So just be careful, please. Okay. This was a heavy reading. My goodness. Let's talk about the oracles. Over here for the Spirit of the Animals oracle, we have the hawk, which is being represented as a messenger here. So the message says, Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So you probably have, a strong intuition, and you have seen signs, but you're ignoring. And I feel like even though, like, spirit is telling you, don't do this, don't be a little nicer to people, because Joseph Dalphon is saying, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with both situations and environment, whatever it is. It's like you need to practice being gentle, not harsh. And yes, you might be the victim of somebody really mean, but whatever it is, try to find gentleness. Try to be surrounded by energy that is gentle, peaceful, loving, compassionate. you know Submerge yourself in that type of energy, because it is going to be a tough month for you. Find what keeps you alive. Don't let go. You need to connect with them. They are also available to help you if you want, but you have to search for them. You have free will. Pray. Ask mentors, your spirit guides, your ancestors, to come to your aid and help you think right, speak right, do right, so that no harm can come your way because of karma. Okay? It's giving that we get, that we receive. So whatever it is here, this is destiny. This is karma. Okay? You are getting something because you gave something. And that's why the cycle is happening, right? It's like what they say in America, what goes around comes around. So if you cheated on somebody before, you hurt somebody before, there will be a price to pay. And maybe this is the cycle that where it's going to happen, because we do have a strong Saturn energy, right? For a few years now, we have Saturn and also Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, in the sign of Capricorn. So it's all about putting, things in the right position, organizing things, doing what's right, even under the eyes of the law. Because Capricorn and Saturn is also related to government, and government organizations, and Pluto talks about power, people in power, authority. And it is like the karma, and the people who come after you to make you pay, so this is a heavy, heavy energy this month. It is a month of learning lessons. So take the time to reflect on your actions. If you see this ahead of time, change your behavior ahead of time, so that you could avoid this, okay? Because this is a heavy month. I wish you the best. I wish you protection, spiritual protection. I wish you, enlightenment, not only spiritual but also mentally. And I hope that you think before you act. And when you open your mouth, it may be just to spread love and justice, and no other harmful anything to anybody, not you or to other people, okay? The best to you, my Aries people. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.